that often? Welcome to Goldfield.
I just took it out, took the battery out, and put it back in. It's at 61%.
It was a brand new battery too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty new, but it wouldn't turn on even with the battery. I had to take it out. Restart. Restart.
That's crazy.
If we think that this was more of a meeting hall or we could have had some stuff. Most of the kids see most of them data, but we'll they could have had live dating or maybe a high roller or something here. I'm not 100% positive. Okay, so as we come around the corner, like so these are ladies of the evenings rooms, and down here is Elizabeth's room. This is Elizabeth's room. Where she was pregnant. Okay, changed her to the radiator. She was there, changed to the radiator here up until the point of having the baby. When she had the baby, they took the baby from her and threw it down a mine shaft. She died 3 days later. I'm sure it was complications of a young woman being chained to a radiator and not probably fed very well, etc. There's various stories. The main story is that she was the owner at the time, his favorite girl. He was also very politically well known and financially well known. And for a young girl as a prostitute to get knocked up is always negative, and they usually didn't care for that. But like I said, they left her chained to the radiators until she gave birth, and then they finished her. I consider Elizabeth my friend. I like her. There's nothing but nice and kind here. We only allow kind things in Elizabeth's room. There's the rest of this hallway that you are welcome to go up and look around in. I prefer not to. Where is it? I will tell you that I prefer not to go up there in the daytime.
Where is it?
That hallway right there. Yes. Is it nice? This hallway? It's right there where your back is. The little stairs there. There was at one time some executive offices up. Some of the, I believe it must be probably a madam or someone on that end per se. There
you have a specific spot in this hallway where you feel the worst?
Go down to the, if you go down to the end rooms, the one on the left is,
See, the one on the left I didn't get a lot in, but the one on the one on the right.
there's days that it's not for me, there's days that it is for me, but
The first
that I just,
is what I got heavy.
See, I went into the one on the right, and I just
and
got
I'll tell you guys, I'll give you guys some
Yeah.
more about that later on.
all the way to the end of the hallway.
A little bit, yeah.
No, I went all the way to the end of the hallway to the right.
Oh, dude, it's creepy down here.
I know, right?
Are we going down there?
No.
No, I don't think we can.
It is trippy down there, right?
So that's not the basement down there. It's just
No,
No,
that's
that's just
like
piping.
a big building.
That's just the subflooring.
Oh, okay.
So again, let me ask, so this was actually these spots.
So yeah, and where that,
Right there.
well, no, basically where that hole is that she's looking through is where the radiator area was.
Really?
So,
Wow. Just to think that like we're in her area. Like, I'm so sorry. She suffered such a unthinkable track. Like,
and the thing is a lot of those girls were brought to places like this, whether it be Goldfield or any other Western time period place, usually under the impression that they were coming out here for a fantastic job and making a woman independent, including theater, acting, different dancing or singing, and so a lot of these women were brought out here under false pretenses. Once they got here, enslaved into a situation they could never get out of because they were never given enough money or anything else to be able to go. She was probably, I don't know if she was falsely brought here or if she really had always been a prostitute. I don't know. I haven't heard about it. I think the prostitution industry is fantastic. God bless them. They do a lot of work that I wouldn't do.
right?
And they get paid pretty damn good money these days for it. And they're not there against their will. Then they were against their will quite often, or put in a situation where they weren't able to get back out. So it is kind of strange that way that you think about this pretty young girl that was very popular and very well known and considered to be very kind and beautiful, and she got pregnant. It's not like they had the pill or the shot or the whatever. Then you think about it, if you were lucky, you got the pull-out method, which doesn't always work. So there's that, and
Very dangerous.
who knows what her situation truly ended up being. But regardless, if you read the stories that say, like we were talking, that the time frame is off for Wingfield to have been it. I don't know. I can't guarantee that it was or wasn't. All I know is there's a very tragic situation for a very beautiful girl. Then her baby ripped from her and thrown down mine shop, and then left here to die, and died 2 days later. That's just tragic. So I sympathize with Elizabeth, is my friend. Elizabeth said that Elizabeth actually read you. If you want to read to Elizabeth, I encourage you to do so. She, I don't know if she was literate or not, but I think that, especially that's not like they were watching TV, so it was probably entertaining and pleasant to have someone read you. So she said you're welcome to say, find something to read if you'd like to. I don't know
I mean,
if
I've
there's anything in particular she wants to hear read to her, but
Oh, my camera.
my
That's
thing's
interesting.
I think just
My
that
camera just said that the temperature's too high.
Huh?
And it has to turn off real quick.
right?
In the middle of your conversation, my camera just said temperature too high.
Okay.
I've never done that before.
That's okay, my phone said lie. Not lying to yourself. There is sometimes things that like to contradict the stories positive.
well, that would be
Oh, maybe
maybe you
it
were
was
talking
that.
about with the time frame.
It could be.
You said I don't think that you said something about I don't think Field could do it.
Yeah,
Because of the
don't
time
know
frame?
the time frame exactly, because I can't, there's various stories out there, and I wasn't alive at that point, I don't know if they're true or not as to the time frame. I know that there is a pretty legitimate story out there about a young woman prostitute, chained to a radiator, baby, all of that part. I just don't know exactly what the time frame was.
Yeah, but it's
or who it could have been.
Yeah, the who would have done it is I think probably what would have caused that. Like saying you said it was one person supposedly when you were
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, it,
maybe you mentioned that particular name and maybe that's why it said lie.
Common stories is George Wingfield,
yeah, common story is George Wingfield, who was later,
but he sold his interest in the hotel in 1923 1923 and left town, supposedly, and the mine shaft under the building wasn't dug till 1925.
So,
That's
So
that's a
when you
2-year
look at
discrepancy.
that, it doesn't add up.
right, well,
I'm not
that,
saying it didn't happen.
some people say the time frame for Elizabeth being here was earlier than that time frame. However, I don't know that it necessarily was the mine shaft that's under the building. It could have been another mine shaft in the area, because there was plenty of them.
Yeah.
I'd always read that all three versions of this hotel had a mine shaft on site when they were built.
And that's a possibility. There's also the fact that the mine shafts that are under this building were said to be dry. So that means there was nothing sufficient to mine there, and that's why they never really did much. Before we go to the basement, I'm gonna go to the car and get a water out of Diane first right now. So,
I'm perfectly okay with that. I need to step out to use the restroom anyway.
Okay, I don't
Go up this way, which is kind of almost like somebody should hold my hand, maybe.
I'll follow you guys. I'll be. All of a sudden, my flashlight won't work. What the hell? Oh no. Seriously? My flashlight just stopped working?
Take mine. I don't have enough hands anyway. I can't even start recording. Boom. Fix it.
It don't like me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's an oddly placed window. I don't think it's gonna work very well.
Did you lock the door, baby?
All I did was open the trunk and never unlocked
Okay.
the doors.
Get some workout stair stepper today.
I know, right?
Beautifully poured set of steps. I'll say that. Nice and smooth.
The finest concrete.
Including these kind of things all over the place. So, just be cautious that it looks like it's an open and empty window, so
These.
there's that. So this is the top floor. Some call it the fourth floor, some call it the third floor. The main floor, then it goes 1, 2, 3. So essentially this is the third floor.
Finger right on the
Even
lines.
that's the fourth floor, and
Oh,
if you
good.
include the basement, it's the fifth floor. So, up here is where the two cowboys had a shootout. And up here, and they're said to be, a cowboy that looks around the corner.
I don't have enough hands.
Ooh. I was gonna say.
There's
no window in the window.
In here where the cowboys were. This building, I don't know about for you guys, but this building for me, even sometimes still, can be disorienting when we walk around. I don't know why it is. If it's the energy, the way the building is. The building is a U shape. We came up on the highway side or the 95 side, a stairwell, and then the main stairwell's in the middle, and then, but it's a U shape. So when you look at it from outside, you can see that. Sometimes when you're inside, it feels different than that. Sometimes it feels like you went in a circle or something weird, and I don't know why, and it always has disoriented me. I'm pretty good with it now, but there's still times I'm like, wait, okay, yeah. And, you know, like I stop and I go, okay. So it can be disorienting, and if you get disoriented, just, you know, let me know, or just stay close so that we can all stay together in general. I don't want you guys to wander off too much by yourselves anyway, just because all of this construction and everything, okay? So we're gonna head down here.
Now, is this the original like plaster, or are they currently like patching it up?
This stuff is.
Okay.
So the hotel at the time that was built was state-of-the-art, high-tech, modern, best hotel out west for sure. And they had, back then they had a hotel, and they would have a community bathroom like at the end of the hall. or like a bathroom per so many rooms and stuff like that. The Goldfield had its own restrooms. It had its own bathing facilities, all within your own room. They also had a telephone services. They had a switchboard. They had a phone service downstairs as well as to the switchboard. They all had their own heated rooms that had steam heating. So it was a super modern technology for its time and very high tech.
I was gonna say steam heating for each room. That's
Yeah,
impressive.
isn't that? I think it's awesome. I think the phone system. Nobody had their own phones then.
Right.
We all take that for granted because you got one in your pocket.
Yeah.
But in the end, it was pretty crazy that they had the ability to call out as well as within. So that's pretty cool to me. They also hired the best of the best when it came to like their kitchen staff. Their kitchen staff was always imported from Europe or somewhere like that. They were brought in, they were paid big money to come here from other countries and be the head chef and take care of everything. So that's pretty amazing too, to consider that we're way out here, and when you think that you probably rode a ship for a good month and possibly went by train and horse across the rest of the United States, or had to go all the way around the Horn, which took like half a year. So, so there's that, and so we'll go ahead and walk down some of this. Like I said, this is pretty. They've really been working up here. I know that. So this is all horrible.
That is so freaking weird.
Wow. Right.
That's insane. I think that's amazing. Like the history, like the amount of things these walls have been around. Like,
It's
the amount of history that they're attached to is just absolutely.
it is very nice. If you look at the ceiling, or above it, see, there's all these beams, and you look at all the holes in there, you'll find when we go down here, there's insulators. You're gonna see some of them through there, but there's insulators. Every one of, no, they're the long ones, not the little round ones like that. You'll see it. Well, I'll show you some here in a little bit. But every one of these holes had another insulator. So when you start looking down this whole hallway and every hallway in this building and realizing, oh my gosh, there's a lot of insulators. This is the elevator. It was the fastest in Nevada and said to be the fastest out west. It has a brass color to it. When they started restoring the building, the birds had been in here, the pigeons and all that, and you couldn't tell exactly what that wall was. It was all scrubbed out immensely. We still have trouble seeing the actual color and stuff. It is wedged there. I'll show you in the basement how it is wedged there. So it does not move. We don't know if it's going to be functional just because it's so old and but it is a very badass.
Really cool.
It ran at 35 miles an hour, which back then was super fast and super cool.
How fast?
35 miles an hour, so you went up and down real fast.
Yeah, you
And
did.
even today, that's kind of quick, but 35 miles an hour then was really fast.
That's crazy.
So we'll go ahead, we can walk down here.
I need an operator's license.
There's some of this hotel that is, like I said, not only tore up, but is a little monotonous.
Can you hold this side?
Well, I'll show you the way side of the building and maybe on the
Just
next
using
one, you guys want to
EMF, I haven't
look.
touched the camera. She's filming on her phone. I don't have enough hands since I can't. I have to charge
Oh,
this
wow, look
GoPro.
at that. I don't know if that's,
Oh, no, that's a barrel burner.
just for the construction workers to keep it warm or something.
Most likely. That's not like a.
I feel like I'm in the movie Rose Red.
It has that definite feeling to it, especially with the construction going
So
on.
when you look at the fact that these little skinny insulators were in all of the way around the whole building is, I don't even know how much money even just the insulators cost. That's a lot of money in insulators.
So the red quartz, they're on me stuff, so that's got electric in it.
Well, I saw the end of it was turned on, the
Can I
light.
ask, is this brickwork back here, is that original or?
Yes.
That's original, wow.
Yes.
That's
So on the foundation part, when you look outside, for the most part, the
wobbly right here?
it very well could be.
No?
You see it move a little actually. Yeah.
I just felt really off balance there for a second. That's from the beginning.
I felt it too when I went around the corner. I felt like an off.
It was like
Yeah,
off
like you
kilter
were
right here.
pushed.
This whole building can feel like that at times. Like I said, it's disorienting when you walk around to like this side and then back around to that side, and you start going, wait, where am I? and other people have felt that way too. It's disorienting and there's something about this.
It's right here though. It's right in this area. Like when you go, well that and you get like yeah.
Yeah.
I felt it literally when I went around. That's why I had to grab the wall for a second.
Right in here.
Like I came around the corner.
The original I was in last week when the workers were here.
Right.
So original.
There's a slope right here.
Yeah, see.
They looked a
Debunk.
lot in here, like a lot of trash.
Yeah, and well, and they'll be back, you know, Monday.
Yeah.
So.
Should be looking for.
So there's actually currently someone working on it still. Like,
Oh yes.
There's a contractor that picked
Yes.
it up.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Well, no, there's not a contractor. It's local people, but
So a lot of the locals are actually helping to work on it.
some.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, right now that's a limited crew. There's only a couple people that are actually working on it. I was helping at one point do some of the work. If you notice
Nice.
down there on that end where he's shining the light right there, that's a dump chute. You can see it's open too. It's basically when they're throwing their trash and stuff, they could drop it down into the truck. The trucks that are down there, or whatever. So that's a dump chute. Don't go cruising
Yeah,
around
they're
down
playing
there.
with your flashlight, baby.
I don't feel like
It
falling.
just shut off.
Told you.
Your what shut off?
My flashlight, it's not.
It literally just cut off. I didn't touch it, nothing. Just
So, Joe?
I will say
I
that
mean, now
this
it's
is one of the areas that I had been told wasn't very special, and it definitely has a lot going on up here.
So let me. So what floor are we currently on?
We're
right
on
now?
the top floor,
We're
which
on the
is
top floor.
the third floor, but basically the fourth floor, unless you consider the basement, then we're on the fifth floor. Yeah. So it's the 3, 4, 5 floor.
And again, just to reiterate, so this is one of the most haunted floors, where the
It
Cowboys
is
actually had
a-
like a shootout, like you said down there.
The Cowboys there was 2 Cowboys that had a shootout down there. They're both said to have been killed, things like that. So, yes, and more than them. Like I said, I'll give you guys some more stuff, but this is a very warm area for those things.
I know you
Or
said you
cold
didn't want.
area.
I know you said you didn't
Cold
want
area
to.
for some of that. Like I said, I told you I'd give you some hints. I wanted you to have a true experience, and this is one of the more sometimes heavy locations.
Sweet, because there's no wires.
I was always told that the hotel does have a
Is this
portal to the other side.
The power in the hotel itself is supposed to be dead, right?
No, not necessarily, because
I mean,
if you notice the power cords down there, still the light up ends are lit. So,
Well, I mean, if they get,
so that I would not guarantee that the power is not.
There's 3 to 4 volts coming out of this panel.
Hotel, right?
Yeah.
And that's like I said, I can't say that it's dead at all. In fact, I just don't know that there's lights per se.
Maybe it's like
There's probably plenty of power because they use it all the time during the week.
Don't go
I-
sticking your fingers into any outlets.
Let's not stick a paperclip in the outlets or anything, please.
I don't know, I'm just using,
Yeah, no, I know.
What did you suggest?
Don't go sticking your fingers in the outlets.
I don't plan to.
Don't put your fingers in the fuses, anything silly.
I used to
like
work for a construction company, so I'm gonna stay away from all that. I know it has its.
that. Right.
I've seen what happens.
No kidding.
Yeah, there's this. Not in our company, but a different company.
What was that?
And ended up hitting a power line.
I just did this wire.
No, it was down here.
That's one of the things I hate the most is electricity.
Yeah, I love it. I need it. Yeah.
Okay, it was that hitting the.
Exact thing though.
Is it plastic?
Yeah, it was that hitting the building.
You will notice if you look in.
Watch out.
This place is incredible.
It's different.
I'm starting to see why people get a little disoriented in here.
Oh, there's nothing there. Never mind. Yeah, so I guess it's
I mean, you will notice in some of these rooms that there's like modern bathroom or something, you know, you come across that quite a bit.
Also,
And,
Document this for me,
because I
baby.
see these doorways are huge, but then there's smaller ones. Wasn't that what these the original?
Look at the top of the conduit pipes, no wires, no connections, no nothing, right? Nothing in the box but one piece of ground wire.
Could have been closets and stuff.
Okay.
So it just kind of depends. I know that
That's
when the
interesting.
company came in the 80s, they were
Where's the
remodeling
voltage coming from?
rooms as well, and they were changing.
There's nothing there.
Structure of the.
And the only spikes I've gotten in this entire building so far have been that red extension cord.
They weren't
and this.
necessarily modern.
There's no power.
And kind of small or kind of this and that, you know. So they were rearranging, making some of them suites and so on and so forth. So like I said, you'll see some of these that have some not like fairly newer showers or bathtubs or toilets or something. And that is because in the 80s they had started another company before Red had bought it. Came in and they were trying to remodel and everything. They ended up the contractors that were working here for that group left and said they would never come back. They had been scared.
I smell mine.
A mine?
Now, I've heard this story, and I don't know how true it is. You can just confirm or deny. So I heard that there was a contractor here, actually. And, well, that sounds weird. So there was a contractor here, and I know that one of the guys said that he supposedly left his tools here, and he went back inside and ended up seeing that the bar was going, there's a bunch of people down there, and sworn he'd never come back. Is that a true story?
As far as I know, yeah. He went out and his crew that was waiting for him outside said they agreed that,
They'd never
enough
come
was
back.
enough, yeah. So, you know, I did not witness this myself personally, but I have heard the story, and I know that there's plenty of information showing that there was contract companies that were here that had left and refused to come back.
That's why it's going
That's what's very compelling for me. Is that like
Spirits
construction?
messing with
These
the
guys
flesh.
who normally,
It's over
you
here.
know, probably a lot of them aren't so
Feel that.
scared of that kind of stuff, or even maybe not so they don't really
Most are
fully believe it.
Most are not believers,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
So,
That's
like-
when they get scared the most.
Yeah. So when they come out here and they actually have something happen, then it's just really compelling to me.
I love how like some of these.
I know, I was looking at those.
Rooms go like the, and
I'm
they're
actually
really
gonna
neat.
walk down here real quick. That's what I kind of.
know this is the live wire.
You think it's close enough?
Oh, there was a light in the elevator. Everything.
There was, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And like I said, when I walked back that way, I saw that when, oh yeah, right there, there's one of the power cords that's, you can see the lit up end, you know? It's right here. So,
I got called into this room.
yeah?
Maybe I'm psyching myself out, but I'm getting my
I walked by it and something goes, "Bzzz," and I was like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. And you can hear the
Oh, no.
refrigerator is
It-
on and stuff like that. So there is some energy
Nope.
electricity in here that's probably not just random.
Nope, it was something totally not that. It was like
Yeah,
a,
the red cord was on the opposite side of the hallway. The conduit box was completely disconnected on the one that I was
Right.
getting spikes on. So.
Right, that's it, yeah. It's all over the place. But we'll go down to the next floor.
This,
So
this one is because it's directly over the power cord.
Yeah.
there's this floor did have a couple suicides on it. There was a guy that fell in love with a lady of the evening, realizing he was not able to keep her just as his own. Decided to kill himself, jump out of one of the windows.
Wow.
There's another man that was in financial dire straits, I guess you could say, and decided to jump out the window. I think it's the next floor down actually that someone hung themselves. There again, I think it was a financial situation, probably money lost in mining or gambling or something like that.
Now, can I ask you, do you know any of those names? That way we can try to.
I don't.
Oh, well.
I know that that's like of the true history of the building and stuff like that. That's part of the history amongst this. Like I said, I'll show you some stuff afterwards that it will tell you some stories about that. And some confirmation.
Oh, yeah. See that, guys?
Brand new batteries.
Oh, this is so amazing.
Yeah, and design. Yeah, I
there.
bring extra batteries usually because eventually, sooner or later, somebody's batteries die, my batteries die.
Oh, my batteries in my
Got
phone.
three.
This building tends to drain the energy out of a lot of people and things. This hand railing is brand new. This didn't have a hand railing last time I was up here, so that's really sweet.
It was at
The
4
floor,
bars when I walked
the
in. I've had to go for
steps have
a
been
charge
replaced,
for
so they're
40 minutes.
safer.
So
Yeah, that's good. I really like that. That's nice.
gone.
I used to go free handed.
I can see them.
So maybe definitely done some work. Yeah. See the big mess, and you know how we do.
Definitely looks like it.
Oh, are you talking about this?
The dude
On
looks,
the
Oh,
wall
what is
right
it?
there.
Oh.
Other side.
looks like someone right here.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, nice. All right. So that's gonna be forever behind the walls. You know what? I wonder what kind of weird stuff you would find if you like poured the plaster and like casinos and stuff like that, or like
There
poured
is
the
a
walls.
still a couple of broken steps right down here. Some of those that they're gonna fix, just be careful that you don't slip off the edge.
Of course.
Alright, so I switched out flashlights for mine.
Okay.
Alright, so now we are on floor 2.
I think these are good.
Like how there's no floor
Thank
numbers
you.
or anything.
I know. Yeah, well, sometimes you'll see it like randomly somewhere or whatever. This floor,
Since I charged it as much as I can with the back, I'm gonna go ahead and try and start with the GoPro.
It's had a lot of work into it already, and yeah, see the batteries are dying too and everything too. This is like, well, we'll go on this way, we'll go this way. So you can see here that like, this probably wasn't all a room, but now it is. You can also see that, there's a lot of,
room over there.
there's like a jacuzzi tub in here. Well, no, that's, you know, obviously from like the 1980s when they put that in. So, things like that are modern, that, of course, being modern is one thing, another is the fact that they are, probably still outdated for now, so they'll probably all have to be ripped out and replaced anyway, which sucks. But, yeah, these halls are a little bit better. You can see what's funny to me, anyway, is like I was saying, there's construction company here in the 80s, and when you walk down some of these halls and stuff, I think a lot of this work got done already, so maybe you won't see it anymore. But there's things on the walls and stuff that were written by those crews, but they're weird, random things like,
Happens with drugs.
who's Louis?
Yeah. What happens with drugs? Like, I
Right
don't
there.
know. Why is there an airport?
Yeah, what happened?
Are they hiding? You know what? It makes me
Maybe
wonder if
there's
they're
drugs
hiding.
there,
Yeah.
I don't know. But you'll see, like, I don't know, like, I said, it might be covered up because they've done a lot of work in here now.
Yeah, we saw some interesting.
Those are just that's
some
not
unusual,
electricity.
buffalo.
That's one of the
yeah,
switch
see, like,
calls.
Oh, for the phones.
This is
Yeah,
just
that's
a
the
moment
phone
in your
lines.
life. So is Robo. So be your own Robo and be.
What does that even mean? I don't get that at all.
Warrior.
Same.
Yeah.
And then they said a foreskin warrior. But I mean, so then you, I mean, so yeah, there's random things around that you'll find like that. Like there's another saying here on the wall. There's random sayings, but it almost is like The Shining. You know,
Yeah.
like why did they write this crazy shit? What was going on? Like where are those drugs, Robo? Were they in there? It's kind of crazy. It's just funny. Like I said again, if you look up and you look at all the insulators. There's a lot of fucking insulators. When you look at each single one, all the way down, all over the whole entire building, pretty off the hook. You can see why some of the, why sometimes you probably still have some kind of energy going on around here. But, so, since we've gotten this far, where's the other one? Oh, where's another one? We're missing one.
Oh, he's in the other room.
All right, so we're gonna go down this way and go down the back stairwell again. You guys know where we're at? You guys,
No,
Are you disoriented a little?
no.
No. Okay.
I just don't know where I'm at.
Okay.
Oh, I like that one. What the mad cat? Cat dog thing. My dog, cat Barkley.
I don't have.
Bill
they
the
were
cat.
doing-
I like it. They got some artists up in here.
Yeah. Like, there's just random shit. like that throughout the
You all right?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get a water.
It's a lot really dusty in here.
Yeah, I get, ever since I had COVID, I get that random cough for whatever reason. Not just a smoker's cough.
You sure you don't need a cigarette?
I know, huh? Alright, so, are we all together? Are we all from
Yes.
Go down? Alright, so, we're headed down. Yeah, right?
You guys ready?
Why does it look like? Okay, this room.
What?
There's like condensation streaks down the wall.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh, what? That's because it leaked and flooded like that way a lot when before it was
Okay.
being worked on again. So there's places that it's the water has run down and
Right when we were walking in, it spiked at 4.6 and then it dropped back down to nothing now. It's back to B.
A little bit of moisture, but not too bad.
Oh no, not bad at all. No. You know, it's just seeping down the whole entire wall. You know.
Smells actually. I mean, the walls are in decent shape. Everything's in.
yeah, a lot of this has just recently been done. This is all fairly new.
Okay.
I don't think I was looking
So
down
they've
enough
been
to be
doing a lot
able
of
to
work
catch it on the
recently.
Oh, well, they've
GoPro.
been doing a lot of work for a long time now.
It's a cool little handprint.
Just a handprint. But
It's really tiny.
it's like super tiny.
Stairwell.
It's like a kid's handprint.
That's like a kid's hand. Yeah.
Maybe.
Not saying it's paranormal.
There is a girl that works here that's really small though.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So, I mean,
Solve
it could
the
be-
mystery.
It could be a lot of things. Yeah, there's a girl that's like really skinny and really. She's she's like a little.
Look at that door frame. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
That's like. I hope they actually keep those.
Things like that.
Is that marble wall?
Yeah, no, I was
Two,
saying,
like,
I
you
just
know.
think it's interesting.
No, but it's really
I hope they keep the walls.
Yeah.
No, like this right here. This
the door frame.
the door frame.
Yeah,
hope
no,
they
I love
keep
the
that.
frames like the window frames like that. I think so too. I think they're beautiful and fantastic and amazing.
They're very vintage.
Yeah. Oh shit! Jesus.
Dude, what the hell?
Stepping on glass. Scared to be after that.
Right? Same
He scared
here.
himself.
I think too.
I tried to walk away.
Did you shit your pants a little bit
I tried to
there?
walk away off of it. I
And
just
then as soon as you tried to step away, you stepped on it again. So, all right, we'll go down the back stairwell again. You guys know where we're at in the sense of the hotel?
Yeah, I kind of got an idea.
that's the window side, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's Main Street. I know where we're at. Oh wow, I can see my flashlight on the roof across the street. Okay, so I'm like fucking juggling over here to be able to walk. Carrying my phone, the flashlight
I
in.
know, I don't know what possessed them to do that, I guess, but
Do you think they probably to seal up the windows and just never got
I don't
around to
know.
it?
I don't even fucking know. I don't know, maybe they're planning on keeping them open so that just, I don't know, ventilation and shit. Who knows? I don't know, but I just don't understand why you put the stairway in the middle of the
Me neither. I felt like that's bad
window. That's
placement.
like weird.
That's like I said. I feel like I'm in Rose Red.
Right, yeah.
The number of people that have come through here and renovated, there are no answers.
Some Winchester house shit right here.
Which we're gonna be going to in
I
July.
love that place.
We're going in July. We're also going to Alcatraz in July.
Love that. You don't get some tips ahead of time. You have to get the hospital tickets before.
Okay, thank you.
So they
So
differentiate.
what we started to talk about earlier on the brickwork and on the foundations and things like that. When we get down further down towards the basement and things like that, I can show you the basic foundation of it, and then it goes to brick and so forth. Some of the rock that is like out front and for the foundation was brought over from California. So the white rock that's outside when you're out front and everything, that white rock was this stuff brought in from California. The other rock down in the lower part of the building is kind of sparkly and everything, but it was a quarry that was just right out of sight of town. So they brought that in locally, and that's how they started the foundation then, and then they went into the brick.
Which floor would you say has had the most work?
The most work? The main floor probably, well, no, the basement has probably had the most work, some of which now is having to be torn out. It wasn't, some of like the sheetrocking and stuff like that wasn't considered for commercial grade, and they were talking about opening it up commercially. So in other words, for
I like how
I'm
that
sorry,
looks.
to rent, to rent
It's really
out
nice
or
on the
to,
camera.
they actually wanted to do.
Oh,
a
the
spot
flashlight?
on it.
Yeah, no, on your phone.
They
The
had
quality
ended
is
up
really
getting
nice.
the.
Thank you.
You'll see, there's a lot of it. There's.
That's how I get all my
the
videos.
drywall that residential would be fine, not commercial.
Okay.
So it's probably all getting.
That's how I get all my phones is what captures my videos.
Oh, nice.
So now that it's gonna go to
I thought you guys were
32.
using your GoPro still. Or,
He's using the GoPro. So at 32 minutes, it's actually gonna like stop and then go into another video.
oh, actually, thank you for reminding me, because I gotta do the same thing.
Well, mine will just automatically do it.
Mine, unfortunately, doesn't. It will actually just end the video and then you...
You think you're filming and you're not.
Yep. I cleaned it up.
I was down there, but it's not.
Cold spot.
This floor, you can really start to feel.
Cold spot.
Yeah, it did get cold.
Dude.
It does kind of feel chilly. Right?
All right.
Did it get colder there?
Yeah.
Cold spot.
Yeah,
Is this a draft?
So the top floor, it's almost, you can almost feel the.
No, because now it's gone.
Down here to more.
It's gone.
We're happy with
Zoe,
Yeah.
come back. It's gone now. Phil, it's gone.
Come in this room.
It still feels a little chilly.
Come over here, Phil. Over here. It's gone. Like it's seriously gone.
That's not just a cold, that's to your
Yeah.
home.
Do I have a scratch on my neck?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No scratches. You look fine.
Okay. Because something keeps like hitting my neck.
I hate when my pants do that. They pop a lot when I walk. You can hear my pants go.
Seance. Jacking.
I'm not sure exactly which, I don't remember now, because it's
I
been a long time
remember
since I saw
watching
the
that
series.
thinking, that's just such bogus crap.
I don't remember exactly, because it's been a long time since I actually watched the show.
From when I remembered, it seemed like it was on this side.
I'm getting an anxious feeling down here.
Right.
It's on the hallway.
Right.
Oh, what's that? What's this at? Or is it, I wonder if that's mine for. Just curious.
No.
No, nothing. It's still so weird that that
Cold
one that
spot.
wasn't connected.
Something's like,
I'm getting anxious down here. There's something like.
10 years ago, probably not.
it's like, something's like just right around my shoulder.
Like when I walked into this room, I felt cold.
We drive out of the car, we'd be like, oh, don't look, don't look.
So we're sleeping in here?
And just as a natural basis, as a child's gut instinct, they might look back. Don't look, and I could not look sometimes, but, then as I got older, I know people that.
Oh, it smells like mildew in here.
Looked around.
Oh my God.
I never did.
Smells
I never did. And then when I found out I was being worked on and everything, and I ended up knowing the people that were working, doing work, I was like, cool, can I go for sure? And she brought me in. I was
Room is
so
cold
excited, and
It's nasty in there.
Yeah.
Like when you automatically smell mildew, I like just whiffed of it and I'm like, no.
No, I'm not even talking about the smell. I'm talking about the general feel.
I ended up coming back there anyway, and then it wasn't very long after being in here that she said, "Still interested in that job?" Yeah. And then I had been in here once.
Careful.
I had been in here once with Virginia, and she had shown us around and shown us the room where Elizabeth was and things like that.
Oh, look. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had enough. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to put you up against a wall.
You know what? I kind of want to like move my camera downstairs all by itself and see if maybe it's trying to avoid us. And be kind of interesting to see.
I'll say, we'll go downstairs and, you guys wanna look, look at, Elizabeth's area and everything here. Hallway back there.
Had so much plaster dust all over it.
I know, right? Can you leave that up here?
So where do you think I should, like, where do you think I should
I would go to the, let's go look down that hallway, so that light's still on. Oh, yeah. That was still, and if it's an outside light, it could have been a motion detected light.
It is.
But I don't know what it is.
Well-
Pictures out, that it could be legitimate, something, you know?
Yeah.
It was a motion to censor light. What's in there? That's outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ropes blowing in the wind right there.
But it was a motion sensor light. Cause I.
So it's off now, but
It's off.
yeah. So.
All right, so test. I'll go run outside over to the bathroom because that's where I was when
Oh,
I
maybe
came
it
back in
picked
and
up.
turned
That's
on.
probably what picked it up then. Yeah. Like I said, there could be perfectly a reasonable explanation. I don't know, but
We'll wait here for you.
right.
We'll wait here for you. Let's go check. Let's go in that room.
Well, we'll see. It was all the way in the back. And turn this on, off.
Okay. This is where some motions are. You're gonna go outside and test it real quick. And see if it's in motion something like.
Well, don't do that, because then you're going to set the motion, woman.
No, it's DC motion detectors on there.
Yeah, but a light will set it off too.
Yeah. I see them walking. See the flashes of their lights. I'm just making sure it wasn't gonna pick up the one of us walking by the window there.
I don't know about you guys, it's almost like the atmosphere has changed down here. It's not as heavy as it was before.
Mm-hmm. Upstairs is really heavy. Upstairs feels really creepy to me. The third floor. I thought I heard some voices too. Not sure.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't mean to put you guys up against a wall, but that was the only way I could turn off my damn flashlight.
You're fine, you're fine.
I was talking to my peoples.
Oh.
Yeah. My YouTube peoples.
I'm not used to that.
No? No light? So it was paranormal, not debunked. Yes.
Have they gotten back?
Yeah, he's back.
Wow, alright.
So that was not it. Wonder why the spirits are being like so.
Shy today.
Yeah, like they're being really shy. Unless we've gotten that
Maybe
way.
we have gotten some things, it's just.
Straight ahead to the
So
right.
there's absolutely no way I could have turned the motion light on over here.
'Cause there's a
because
fence.
That's the back of the building. Right there.
And I walked by the light too. I like walked right up against the window and it still didn't turn on. It's definitely got motion sensors, but it wasn't one of us that had it all. That's for sure.
I mean, that's all the way around. So that's the back of the building, and that's the inside of the building right there. There's another building about 3 feet with a gap. That back there is behind that building, and the only thing I saw through the fence back there is like a semi-truck park.
It's not just in this building, but I mean, in both in general. So there's somewhere in this building, there's air conductors for tools and anything like that, so it's like this tall. And then you can just do it, and all of a sudden that just kicks on. Shit out of all this. I got lost my shit, man. I thought I was gonna die. It scared the shit out of all of us, but I fell to the floor. Fortunately, it's off tonight, thank God.
So do they have a goal for when they want to open?
Yeah, it's not gonna be with, it's probably gonna be a good, almost 10 years, I guess. Because you can't get contractors out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming near the end, so I'll give you guys a last one that I did here. And I don't know, we know Boys out of Vegas. I don't know if you know them at all, but they were here and they and we did so when we were down in the hallway with Elizabeth's room while we were doing the investigation. When I said that Elizabeth was my friend and I'd like to speak with her, it went psst, psst. There's voices down the end of that hallway where I said I don't like to go, where it's creepy and the light turned on and everything, that say slap the bitch. There's a lot of negative voices, disembodied voices down that hallway, at the end of that hallway, and in those last two rooms for sure. There's a lot of negative things. The biggest thing that really blew my mind about that particular investigation and everything that happened is that in the video, if you watch it, there's like 4 different times that something says to Jonathan, watch the bat. There's a bat. And then finally the last one says, the bat's in, and a bat flies by. It warned him 3, it gives me goosebumps, 3, maybe 4 times. The bat, man, watch out for the bat. There's a bat flying around, and sure enough, here comes a bat. Past him. And so there was some crazy things that happened. It's about a 30-minute video, so I'll just, it's Haunted Goldfield Hotel, Paranormal Voyages, full episode, and it was from 6 months ago. So if you find that on YouTube, it's on YouTube. And it starts off with a picture of the Goldfield Hotel in the front, like that. It starts off with a new newsreel, so you'll know you're at the right one if it starts off with the Vegas news. But if you watch the full episode, some of this shit is pretty trippy. They have the equipment with the voice, where they pick up voices, things like that. So there's probably a lot of voices that we heard tonight that we didn't hear.
Yeah, we caught it on our phone.
We got some of them.
We know we got one.
Yeah, we know we got one.
We know we got some of that. But there's probably more, and if you listen closely on some of that, I bet you'll find that you got more than just that one. A lot of times that happens here, where because I never heard anything say to me. Remember, we kept saying something. Yeah, there was stuff going on down there. There's a lot of things that go on down in the basement. The top floor, though, that's why I said be quiet. More than once, because Jonathan and Celia from the Paranormal Voyages came back with some friends one time, and they had equipment too, and we were all doing different locations. The 2 men went upstairs to the top floor and got a voice trying to lure them in by name.
Wow.
Into a room. Once they got closer to the room with the woman's voice trying to lure them in, a man's voice said, kill him.
Wow.
It gives me goosebumps. It starts, even on my page, it gives me the chills. There's some really negative stuff. Their group, as well as other times when Celia and Jonathan have come here, as well as other people who have just come here at different times. There is a guy here, and I think he's the heavy, the strong arm, the dirty deeds guy, the man that I'm sure he's probably a big, strong, young guy that limited morals and pretty much didn't give a fuck. He's getting paid good money to go take care of something.
That's the second time we've said morals today.
And they call him the boy. And the boy, when the boy is in, if you hear what the boy is in, that's never a good sign. It's never a good thing. He's not a nice boy, and he's the guy that he's been picked up on more than one recorder. Fuck you. Get the fuck out.
He's a northerner.
I don't know that he's a northerner, but I know that the voice picks up fuck yous a lot and picks up get outs a lot. He's also other voices that will state, the boy's in. The boy. On that video that I was telling you to refer to, it says the boy is in, and then it says the girl upstairs will get hurt. She got scratched. She normally gets scratches. So like not always a negative thing she said, but when she was sitting in Elizabeth's room and she was trying to speak with Elizabeth, she had something, what she said gave her it was masculine, it was negative, and it was a bear hug trying to tell her to keep her from going out of Elizabeth's room, like it was trying to keep her there. But it had told her husband downstairs, the girl upstairs will get hurt. She was being attempted to be held by a presence of some kind, she said. She ended up having to leave. I have never seen them as uncomfortable as she was that night. She was tripping. When they went upstairs, it also said it touched her, whatever it was, and upstairs it said the boy is in. She kept being her, and finally her husband said, "You are not to touch my wife again. You leave my wife alone. That is not acceptable." And he gets very stern with him because she was being treated aggressively by what we believe is probably the boy. So there is that. There's, like I said, that's why I want you guys to have as much without that knowledge as you could, so that you can see what is going on. That's be quiet upstairs.
So like, did they hear that? Like, okay, so
They have one of the static voice recorder, the voice things, and it picked up a lot of that crazy shit.
So I was wondering, since it's the last like 5 to 10 minutes, we're getting down to the wire, if you would mind if Zoe and I use the board inside Elizabeth's room, if that's okay with you, if you're comfortable.
You know, I don't know if I want you to use it in Elizabeth's room.
Okay.
We are.
I respect that.
I have to. I guess.
To be honest, if I were to pick a room, I would pick the one on the right end of the hallway down there.
Hallway or something, but I have too much heartfelt feelings for her, and I've become so attached to her since being here that in general that you can't.
You keep hearing it too, right?
Scare my friend. You know.
It's like
There's stuff over there.
I've heard someone walk like pace down that hallway over there.
That's why we all keep looking over there.
Why don't we try to do something, Sean?
Well, because every time we come over here and we're like, it stops.
Right?
It waits till we're all
There is
focused.
a fairly well known.
I don't know why.
Wingfield has a tendency to wander. Wingfield is said to have cigar smoke or leave cigar ashes.
You smelled it earlier when we were going through the pass-through.
Yeah.
I will tell you that the only experienced the cigar smoke once, and it was just right here. They say he tends to stand here at the post and look around, but he wanders his halls. He wanders his area in general. And yeah, I did smell it back in the antique back, so twice I smelled it. It was the same night though, but once was out there in the restaurant area, like by the kitchen doors and that. So it would have been right through there as well. You guys,
Another hallway.
alright, you guys are down. Okay, not a problem, and I'm gonna join you, let's go outside. Lisa, what are you doing?
A little bit of everything.
Okay, well, if they're gonna do that down there, we're gonna step outside, because, it'll be better to be quiet for them anyway.
No, I just don't fucking.
And did you guys see the note on the back of the door?
This one, yeah.
But with Red's writing?
Excuse me.
I don't know if that's red, but it's.
I don't know, it's got his name on it. I
Yeah.
can't figure that was his.
All right, guys. So we're finishing up at the Goldfield Hotel. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I'm walking. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye. See you in the next video.
Three houses, open the empty window, so keep this side and the background of that side, and you start going, wait, where are once they got here, enslaved into a situation they could enter because of the simple fact that you what? You read that? I did.